Hi everyone, Jake McEwen here, and welcome back to Still Noise Podcast. I'm in Los Angeles, and on today's episode, I've had the pleasure of sitting down with photographer and entrepreneur Jesse Allen. Hailing from Australia, Jesse's journey has taken him down plenty of different paths. From trying his luck as a professional surfer in his younger years to building a career behind the lens as a photographer, his work eventually led him to living and working in Los Angeles. We chat about the many twists and turns throughout his life and career, and the creation of ViVi coffee and Ripit golf grips, along with his continued involvement in both businesses today. Jesse has built a career by backing his creativity and following opportunities wherever they've taken him, and it was great to have a yarn with him and catch up on where he's at with everything today. Let's rip right into it and give a warm welcome to today's guest on the show, Jesse Allen. Here we are in LA. Back in LA.
Mate, LA.
Yep.
Yeah. You were just talking about how much we hate and love this
And
place.
love. Yeah.
It's a strange one.
It is a strange one.
It's like having a toxic girlfriend.
It is. Sometimes when they're being nice. When it's nice to you, when LA's nice to you, it's good.
Yes.
But then there's some things about it that are just so backwards that coming from Australia, it kind of does your lid in a little bit, doesn't it?
The way that we kind of think about it is like it's a third world, first world country.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are happening around here that you can walk around your streets and you can see some high level, top tier things going on and some really low level tier things going on. It's like there's a very big discrepancy of the way people live their lives here, for sure.
I like that. Yeah, I had some friends who came and visit. They came over with me probably this time last year, and the way they described it was like, whoa, this place is very broken and twisted. And I was like, well, that's a weird way to look at it. And they said, well, because like there's people driving along in Bentleys and then there's people walking around folded in half in the middle of the street and people are just kind of dodging them in their Bentley.
Yep.
I was like, wow.
Traction control, mate.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Very crazy. It's like the scale between first and third world here is pretty gnarly.
Yeah, and a lot of the people, unfortunately, they don't choose to be on the streets, but there's a huge drug problem here, obviously, that kind of makes them, it's where they end up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I love this place. It's been really good to me. Obviously, I've been here for a really long time now. I've been here for almost 7 years. So I do love it, but man, I have my moments with it. I
hate.
Yeah, man, fuck me, Dad. It really rattles me. Like, we were just talking about this before. If you're not surfing, not golfing, which you can't surf here basically because you're either in traffic for 4 hours and the surf shit.
Yeah.
And it's freezing and there's whites. Or golfing is 2-hour drive, 7-hour round, and you guarantee, for the Americans that I'm playing with, you guarantee that you're coming back dead maggot.
Yeah.
So your whole weekend's ruined. So what I do is I work all week and then I just stay indoors during the weekend.
Right.
If I do leave, I'll get back probably Monday morning. So I generally just shut the doors, shut the blinds. But it has been good to me in the sense of work. Like, that's why we're here, right? We came here to work and it's been an amazing experience in that regard. But man, it's almost too fun here in a way.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many avenues you can take to have fun here.
There's too much opportunity.
There's almost too much opportunity, exactly. Which is the beauty of it. Which
is the good and the bad. But I can also see the bad in it because it's even for me, midweek, you're like, oh, I'll just go down to the grocery store and there's just some rock and bar and music and people and atmosphere, and you're like, I could probably go in for one, and one can often end up lots more than one.
If you know me, then one's not an option.
Yes.
But you're right, like there's a good example. Couple of weeks ago, we went for an afternoon walk, ran into some friends at a bar, just walking past. Ran into like 5 friends at 5 different bars. First bar, no, we're good. Good to see you guys. Second bar, no, we're good. Well, I think it was the 4th bar that got me.
I'll have one.
Yeah, fuck, all right, man. I'll come in for one.
And
then,
the rest is history.
And now, Not good.
So, living in LA, but obviously from Australia.
Correct.
Whereabouts did you grow up in Australia?
Grew up. I moved around a lot, not a lot, but like a fair bit. We grew up in Stanmore Park, just north of Wollongong, as you know, from like 1 to 11.
Yep.
Lived in had a really good childhood. Lived in a really cool place, just in Stanley there, and my family had a really cool property that we kind of walked through the tunnel there, and we were at the beach and just grew up surfing with my dad and my brother. And then from there we went to Wombara, which is a bit further south.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes south.
Yeah.
Which was another sick little spot to grow up.
Yeah,
for
sure.
And I grew up with, like, Tull was 30, 50 meters down the road. So
Yeah.
I had a pretty fun crew growing up right there in Wombara. And that's
It's a
where we
good
did
zone.
Scarborough board riders and stuff like that, which is, you know, did you do board riders?
I did
Yeah.
the Ulladulla board riders.
Yeah. How old were you when you did it?
I started at like, I don't know, 7 or 8 until I was 16, and then we started partying, and then I just kind of didn't want to have to wake up on a Sunday morning at 7 a.m. to go to board riders.
Pretty much like that's the plan. I'm pretty sure that's God's plan.
That's kind of how it goes. Yeah.
That's the script.
Yeah.
Same here, but like for me, fuck God, I hope I don't have a bug. Do I have a bug?
No bugs.
Mountain life, Telly.
Big
I just
greenie.
feel like that was one of the funnest things that we ever did, like growing up. I reckon.
Yeah.
Was board riders, like, you know, that first Sunday every month or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's fun.
And just having that kind of to look forward to. That was like one of the funnest things I think we ever did.
Yeah.
And then from there, I think I was like 19. My family moved to the Gold Coast, so I was up on the Gold Coast till I was about 24, and then we moved here.
Wow.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So you've been here since you were 24?
I think so, yeah. How old? Oh, no, I haven't. That's a lie. 27.
27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
bad with my math.
That's all right.
And numbers.
We're not about math.
I'm an accountant.
Yeah. We're not about math here. Sweet.
Cryptic.
So, cryptic. That's what we were saying before. Like, Jesse's getting all set up with the light and stuff. I'm like, bro, like, just remember, this is my podcast, man. Like, the rest of them I do, like, in a dark hole, and then suddenly the sun comes out, you get 3 different lights in 20 minutes.
Well, I know what light I look best in, and
You've helped me
darkness
out.
is the best, but you said that you definitely need light. So.
Yeah, no, you've helped me out. Actually, made my skin. You made my yellow hair that I bleached by myself. Well, Talara bleached for me the other day.
Dude, it suits you.
Look, yes, less yellow. So, like, I know a few guys from the South Coast that said they knew you from doing the junior series.
Yep.
So you were like pretty grinding the comps when you were younger.
Yeah, it was definitely a goal of mine to pursue surfing at a younger age. That was the dream, right? Like,
Yeah,
everyone
to be a
kind of
pro
wanted-
surfer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you kind of realize as you get a little bit older that, you know, you need a lot more than being a good surfer to be a professional surfer. You need to kind of have the mental game, and that's something I definitely didn't have. But yeah, grew up with a couple of the boys from back home, like Walshy and Bazza and Birch. We did a couple of years together. Really, we'd kind of come in and out of each other's lives throughout the contests on the junior series all around Australasia, and it was some of the funnest times of my life. Like, if I have a kid, which I hopefully will, you know, that's one thing I'm going to like try and
Get him surfing
and get him to do the comps, because that part of my life, and I can't talk for everyone, but man, we always talk about that time of our lives, like, especially, you know, I'm still mates with everyone, and we just think this is like one of the best things that you can ever do for, like, not only building who you are as like a person, but like finding out about travel and being on your own, and just, you learn a lot, I think, being out in the wild like that. And it was, I'd never really made a heat, but I still had the best time ever. I was a bit too nervous, but I just had the best time doing that, man. It was, and I would suggest to anyone who have kids and they're thinking about getting a kid into surfing, or at least, you know, in the contest scene, that's get them on the road with a couple of mates.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best.
Paddy wagon and a couple of beers, and
they'll come
couple
back.
of
Lads, yeah.
The happiest people you'll ever imagine.
It's so good. Yeah, I mean, I never got to that doing the juniors and stuff. Wait, what age is the juniors?
I think they cut it off that you got to be under 21, but you can do it from any age, like any.
Oh yeah.
You can be like at any age as long as you're under 21, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's like, look, I'm sure it cost my parents like a lot of money to do it. Like it's not cheap, you know. Like I think a contest fee was like $80, and then you got to like get a hotel, and like we were staying in caravans and shit like that. But we're doing it as cheap as possible. But you know, it costs a lot of money, so it wasn't like a lot of people weren't able to do it, and I was just super blessed that my parents were willing to support that dream that I had, and definitely didn't do the results that I was hoping to do. But I had the best time, and I feel like that gave me, yeah, as I said before, like the most lessons that I've had, I think, was growing up with all those boys and doing the little tour, I guess it was back then, but it was awesome.
Yes.
And I love those dudes forever, and we all went through some fun shit together. A couple of boys surfed really well in the comps too. And that was awesome with celebrating our wins and our losses. So yeah.
Yous were going like out of the country a bit as well?
The only out of the country comps was New Zealand, and there was a couple of years in Indo with Duke Ramus, and then
was there one in the Philippines?
That was, I think that's a QS.
Oh, okay.
You mean at Cloud9 or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a QS.
Oh, okay.
But the juniors was so different back when I was a junior compared to what happened after when we all finished. So there was a comp. There was like more comps in the juniors than there was in like the what was it back then? The not the WSL. What was it?
CT.
No, even before that was like ASP.
ASP. Oh yeah.
So there was like we had like little segments of like contests everywhere. So it'd be like Start and Bells, kind of like WSL, and then it would go up to the Goldie. Wollongong would have a comp, and then there'd be one in Bali. There'd be one in NZ. But that would be like, and then obviously through Sydney and stuff like that, there'd be heaps of comps. But there would probably be like 18 comps a year, which is kind of a lot when you're a grom, you know, like taking time off school. And they'd be in like, little, like Sydney would be like 3 comps in a row. So you'd go post up in Sydney for 3 weeks. And then Bells would have 2 in a row. So you'd post there for 2 weeks. So it was like, it was a bit, wasn't just like going and coming out. It was like,
so they'd semi-compound them like, all right, we're going to have a few here.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of like one a month or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So you kind of post up in these places for quite a while. And, you know, you could imagine 4 to 6 to 8, 17, 19-year-olds.
Punk-ass grommets.
Yeah. Poor as.
Yeah.
Trailers.
Yeah. Sleeping on couches
Minimal
in the back
surfing.
of cars. Yeah. Minimal surfing except for their heats.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, man, and there would be these little like parties that we would just have.
Yeah.
Like Quickie would have a party, Billabong would have a party, like the bus would be there, like whatever, and it would just be like, you know, chicks everywhere, like just we'd be getting maggot. It was like the funnest time ever.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it sounded good. Did you have any sponsors or anything like?
Yeah, I did. Through the juniors, it was I had like the Billabong kind of regimen, which was Billabong, Custom, and it was like Smith Sunnies, and then I was riding Burton boards at the time.
Yeah.
But before that, I had like some funny ones. I had like Lightning Bolt. Like, do you remember like a Walshy and all that back in the day would have like the Lightning Bolt stickers on their boards, like back in the day?
Not really.
There was a few crew. Like we used to go down to Vico, and there was a legend down there that used to run this comp. His name was Jason, and we used to all do this comp, like Bartlett's and stuff. Like used to do it as well. It was called the Red Bluff Classic, and it was down in Vico. And the guy who used to run like the team for Lightning Bolt. So the kids that kind of did well down that contest all got sponsored by Lightning Bolt, which is so funny back in the day when you think about it. We had these fucking big 1 meter stickers. My board was like 1.2 meters.
Whole board with a bolt on it.
Yeah, exactly. I used to think it was so cool, man. I had all those stickers on my board. I'm sure it fucking just used to slow me down.
Yeah, how is that? Like when you were a grommet and your parents or your shaper would say, "Oh, like you should get your stickers under the glass because the friction will slow you down and stuff."
And then you see all the Brazos now just flying.
Yeah, and they just got like 18 stickers.
Billboard. That's probably not true, but that's one of the excuses I've been using and I will be using with my children growing up.
The big lightning bolt slowed you down.
Yeah. Lightning bolt.
And then did your family move to the Goldie to chase surfing, or you just went for a change?
I was always pushing for it. Like it was like one of my dreams, like push. I really wanted to move the Goldie. I had convinced myself that I wasn't nearly as good enough surfer because the waves weren't as good or whatever it might have been.
Yeah.
The waves, now that I know the area really well is like me dead. Like from Ulladulla to like not Wollongong's like per se because it wasn't that good, but like down to Dulla and all that. Like,
The whole
that is
South
the
Coast.
best surf in the world. So
Yeah.
if I'm blurting that out, no one go there. But like that stretch is crazy good. But
It's
in my
just
head, I was
lots,
just
yeah.
kind of like, I want to go to the Goldie. It's
Snapper
where like, you know,
rocks.
like Mick grew up
yeah.
and Joel and like all those guys where you just like look up to and you're like, okay, if I want to surf that good, I got to move to the Goldie. So in my head the whole time, I'm like, fuck, I want to move to the Goldie.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting a girlfriend and my parents moved to the Goldie and I didn't go.
What, down the South Coast girl?
Yeah. And yeah, I ended up living with her parents for like a year and a half. And
Holy
I was
crap.
like, what am I doing? Like, are you kidding? So I ended up moving to the Goldie. But
Yeah.
by that time, it was too late.
By that time, the dream was over.
It was over.
So, like, you went from living on the Goldie to then, like, what's the transition in your life from surfing, living on the Goldie, and then ending up here in the States? Like,
Yeah, good question.
were you an aspiring photographer, and is that what brought you here?
Yeah, so I was pretty lost, to be honest. Like when I kind of realized that I didn't have surfing in my life, like I thought I was gonna. It was such a weird transition, man. I had every job under the sun. I was working on the roads. I was like trying to get mining jobs. I just wanted to make money and travel, and
Yeah.
I had literally no direction like whatsoever when it came to a career. And I started just like picked up a camera and I was working actually as a barista at the time, which I was actually kind of enjoyed, and I do miss to this day. I thought that was
Yeah.
one of the funnest jobs ever, just talking to people.
That was a bit of a barista setup you knocked up
Yeah,
there.
do you like that?
Yeah, just that little.
Yeah, that comes with time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, you got to put the time in for that
To get the wrist twirl.
Yeah, it's the wrist twirl.
Okay.
You'd have a different wrist twirl action, probably nailed in with that injury you got right now.
Yeah.
More of an up and down.
I thought you were talking about swinging on a hammer, being a trading. It's kind of the same way.
thing.
You just put it vertical.
Beating something. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, I was a barista at the time, and I picked up a camera and I was like, this is kind of sick, you know. Like I was really liking taking photos and enjoying that kind of part of it. It wasn't anything to do with fashion. I was just thinking I was so arty and cool. Instagram just started, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm a photographer. And then I was like, fuck it, I kind of got to go to school and learn a little bit about this.
Yeah.
So I ended up enrolling into TAFE to learn about photography. And at that time, literally in that week, I was at a party or in a club actually, and I met Pixie, who's now currently, as you know, my wife, and we've been together for 12 years now. And I got to know her, and she found out what I was doing, and then I went to her house and I seen all these photos on the wall, and I was like, fuck, what do you do? Like after a couple of weeks, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm a photographer. I was like, kidding. That's like, I'm at school right now learning all that jazz. And she was like, show me your curriculum. Like, what are you learning? And it was like the fucking oldest, shittest, like outdated shit that she'd ever heard of. And she was like, you're definitely quitting school and I'll just teach you.
Yeah.
So she taught me kind of everything that I know today. And
Sick.
yeah, we I guess we started our company about a year after knowing each other.
In Australia?
In Australia, yeah. And then we were working for a company called Princess Polly full time. She was the photographer, like the full head photographer at the time. And I was doing a little bit of videography, just like playing around with that as well. I kind of go hand in hand a little bit.
Yeah.
The same kind of art. And I was packing orders and stuff like that. And we started getting it's like a lot of job offers kind of come through during the week, and we'd take days off and we'd feel like, so sorry, we're taking days off. Like, we've got a couple of jobs here, and then we'd work every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd work in the mornings and work in the afternoons. And we kind of decided to just give up that full-time job and go hard at it. And
Yeah.
it was so funny because like, we did that. And as soon as we did that, it was like 8 weeks of just like silence.
Oh,
We're like,
let's commit. Bang.
fuck, are you kidding? What are we doing? And we're living at my mum and dad's place at the time. And it was pretty brutal, eh? It was like that step of like, oh my God, we're actually doing so. It's like almost like a bit of a kick in the teeth when you finally commit to something.
And then it goes to shit.
And then it just like, it was literally crickets. I remember my mum kind of going, like, any work today, guys? Like, I was like, nothing yet, mum. Like, we're trying.
Nothing, no.
And then, yeah, from there, like, it obviously picked up. And then we got to a point, I guess, selfishly, that we were just a little bit bored of what we were doing in Australia. Like, it was kind of like, literally like there's couple of locations, a couple of beaches that you shoot like every
just
single week.
e-com
And
stuff.
a little e-com and a lot of like the girls that are from Oz, they end up like moving away as well because the work's just so good abroad. So we kind of just had that in our mind as well, that we were gonna just kind of come over here and give it a crack here and just sort of see if we liked it. And when we moved over here, I think it was about a year into it, or about 8 months, COVID hit.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like, we saved up all of this money. Again, another kick in the teeth. Saved up all this money and we were just blowing through our savings, like just sitting here, couldn't work, couldn't go home. There was absolutely nothing going on. And then a little bit a blessing. I guess it was a blessing because mid-COVID, we got the most busy we ever got in our entire lives.
Because am I right in saying, when I spoke to Pixie obviously has been a previous guest on the show, and she mentioned that because you guys weren't scared of COVID, you were taking jobs that no other photographers wanted to take.
Yep.
And that helped your career, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know if she mentioned this as well, but she wasn't modeling at the time, but started modeling during COVID because we were obviously together, right? So that was legally allowed to happen. People were just sending us like clothes. We were setting up a makeshift studio in the backyard, and I was just shooting her. So then that kind of started her
modeling,
a new platform that she's kind of going on, which is, a little bit of influencing and modeling and stuff like that, which is honestly half of our income workload right now is her just kind of crushing it on social. So that was a blessing that happened as well. So I guess the lesson here is, if you do the leap, be wary of the fucking speed humps that are going to be in front of you. But it gets better. You got to do it to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry, I know this is more about asking me questions, but like when you started doing this, did you find any hurdles? Like, are you constantly going through hurdles?
I mean,
it's a big leap, to do
a
this
hurdle.
Sort of thing.
I think the main hurdle is I'm an absolute pleb when it comes to computers. I've just got absolutely no idea.
Yep.
So me and my friend, I met this guy called ChatGPT.
I love him.
And he's actually really nice, and he's been helping me out a lot.
Well, he could be a girl too.
It could be.
It's a boy though.
My one's a boy. I have the female voice of reason is my girlfriend, and then I need a male voice of reason, and that's my friend Chat. So I just kind of did a bit of research into what platforms and what ways to release and kind of, I guess, present it and how to do it, and just ask questions. And I just learned as I went. But I mean, so many hurdles, because I went from knowing absolutely nothing, like literally not even knowing how to record on GarageBand or whatever, to being able to do it. So lots of hurdles. But the only real current hurdle I have at the moment is it's quite hard to have a new guest every 2 weeks when you're moving around, when you've got work on. Like, that's the biggest hurdle. Is like you've kind of got to expect and rely someone to be ready to go every 2 weeks.
Yep. And
you can be like a couple of days out and someone's like, oh man, crap, like, my dog has to go to the vet, I can't come today. And you're like, oh shit, like I'm not keeping up to the time frame.
Yeah.
But I think,
I guess the one thing I would say about that is the blessing would be as well that you're able to travel and find those new people, because obviously we're from such small towns that we would go through a bunch of people pretty quick. Yeah, exactly. But also, like, just to have your back a little bit as well on technology, I'm fucking shocking at technology. Yeah, like Pixie is the wizard. And
she's the computer.
Helps me with everything, and I just kind of learn on the way. But I think I'm going to get my blood test done, but I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to like anything Wi-Fi or anything to do with any fucking technology. Because like I'll put a password in, and it'll be like, I'll be like losing it, because I'm like get so fired up because it never works. And then Pix will be like, "Can you go, babe? It's in."
Yeah.
And I'm like, amazing. Like, I don't know what it is. I think I'm just I did get a blood test done actually one time, and I came back 12% more Neanderthal than the normal person. And I think that might have to do with something to do with the Wi-Fi or the satellite. So that's my honest opinion.
Man, I can like 100% exactly reflect what you're saying there. I just like can't do it. Like, even if I'm on the computer and something's not working, and then I'm like to Laura's like, give it here, and then she'll jump on and she'll be like, oh wow, yeah, fully. It's just like, if I have any sort of, if I'm touching it or using it, it won't work.
Dude.
Whereas if she crosses out and starts again and she's in front of the computer and starts again, it works.
I'll be in like the back end of like Microsoft or something like, how'd you get here? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just press exit or I just press, Control Alt. And
Yeah.
I'm a bit like, it's a gift, I think.
Well, yeah.
We got to think about it as a gift. We're gifted.
We're especially
allergic to Wi-Fi.
Allergic to Wi-Fi.
Coming to your lab from Wi-Fi.
It's the blue light. Maybe we need to start wearing those blue light glasses.
Need something, man.
And then so, you moved to the States, and then obviously things picked up because you were available in a time that half of the world was unavailable.
Correct.
And that helped pick things up. And then, like, how did you manage to pick up new clients? Was it sort of word of mouth, like people had seen the work you'd done with other clients, and then that got out and they saw and respected what you'd done and then came to you? Or
yeah,
did you sort of outsource? Did you throw out emails saying, hey, we're available, come to us if you need us? Or
so we've never actually like reached out to anyone, which has been like such a blessing.
That's safe, yeah.
I think we got like really lucky with timing and the work that we did at the start. It was a little bit more on the unique side. It was kind of like a little bit raunchy, but in a respectful way. And we got like a lot of followers from like that work.
Yeah.
And it was when Instagram was kind of just starting. So it was a little bit more easy. Like I remember just like refreshing and like you'd have like 10,000, like 5,000, like whatever. And you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So we were able to build quite a following, especially from like a brand perspective. A lot of brands are following us at the time because I think that was kind of, we were just on brand for a lot of things. So we got, really lucky in that aspects, which then kind of followed through perfectly with getting booked without having to put ourselves too far out there. So we would just be getting DMs, and we obviously have an email on our bio and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
People would just kind of get in contact with us, and I'm assuming it's just from posting previous work with brands and other brands follow other brands, right? So they see our work and wonder like, who did that?
Oh, who did that? Yeah.
And that's just an assumption that I'm pretty sure it's right, but that's kind of how it all has been working out ever since. But yeah, I guess our work as well has developed a lot moving here. We've now got like a pretty big team that we work with, lighting. Okay, we have a lighting gaffer team and we were able to kind of expand like our horizons and our art because of how many people work in the industry here. And there's so many like fucking terms that I still don't even know. And like, I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Like, that's the head of art.
Oh,
that's the art direction guy or whatever. I'm like, Jesus, remember it was just me and you?
Yeah.
but it does like, man, like I always wondered like when we were getting good or when we were becoming photographers or whatever, I'm like looking at people's work like, fuck them, this is insane. Like, how do you do that? You know? And now I realize that not all, but a lot of these people have like crazy teams.
Have just crew behind the scenes.
Yeah, you look back and you're like, holy shit, who's this dude?
Does it always make it easier, or is it sometimes add hurdles having more people to juggle?
If it's in a controlled environment like a studio, it's amazing. If it's on location, it's a fucking nightmare. Yeah. Like, it is an absolute nightmare, especially here. Like, you got to like get permits and all that bullshit. And then like you're trying to get like, sometimes you shoot 14 looks and sometimes you shoot 80. If you're shooting 80 in a studio environment, you're not really going to change too much. It's like, it's clockwork. And then if you're shooting like 14, you think it's going to be easier, but the client's therefore going to want a lot more variety. So then it kind of slows the day down, especially if you've got a big team, especially if it's on the street, people tripping over things and homeless people trying to inject you with needles. I'm like, get me. Please.
Save me from all these. It's because even just like the one that we've been trying to do, just like trying to get a location where it's not crowded, where the actual bar or venue is willing to have you at that time, where you're not interfering with their actual work or event. Just seems like there's just so much involved, whereas the studio stuff just seems like
and it comes down to budgets, right? Like if you had a lot of these places, if you're like sharing the environment with someone, it's $2,000, but if you wanted to get the whole thing, it's 50. You know what I mean? So you got to make these little adjustments here and there to make the client kind of come under budget and make it worth it so you get booked again. So
Yeah.
heaps of little things that you got to kind of jump over and work out here, and production's just a bit of a bitch.
Are you producing your own shoots?
Not anymore.
No.
It just became way too hectic on our behalf. Like, I do a lot of video now. Pixie does a lot of photo. Well, we both do a lot of photo. I do a lot of video, and she does a lot of like on-site editing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
she's doing it there. She's
processing a lot of the images and stuff like that as we go, because a lot of these shoots are like very fast-paced.
Yeah, it's been
and that's another thing I think while we're busy is we just kind of like work like dogs, you know, like we actually get after it pretty hard.
Yeah.
And when it came down to the production side of things, especially here in America, it was just like eating away at time. That was like, you don't get paid that much more for production, or you can if you want to blow it out and be a fucking idiot. But for us, it wasn't worth the time whilst also being on set. If I was just doing production, sure, I think it would be an amazing job.
For sure.
And I think it's kind of fun. I have done it before, but doing both is brutal.
So hectic.
Yeah, it's just because you're doing I guess a month before the shoot.
Yeah, the
day of the shoot, and then like 2 or 3 weeks after the shoot again, and then you're doing the next day of shooting. So you're just constantly on this like spinning wheel of grind.
How do you put a price on that as well? Like, how do you charge enough to make your time worth it? It's not an absolute blowout. It's going to blow their head off when they look at it.
If I got to price the way I wanted to price, it would blow everyone's head off.
Yeah, $1 million.
Yeah, I'd be like, at least.
That's just a quick million, thanks.
US too.
So like you were saying, you a lot now will shoot Pixie modeling or content creating. Are you picking up some content creating jobs or things similar to Pixie for yourself?
Yeah, actually, I am. Not as much, definitely not as much. But we've kind of, obviously, I don't know if anyone knows this, but this beautiful man's beautiful girlfriend looks after my social platform. So she gets me some jobs here and there, which is, dude, if that was my full-time job, I'd be just so fucking happy. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh.
Wake up in the morning, get a couple of iPhone photos, play golf, because a lot of my stuff's golf related.
Yeah.
And go home, a couple of hours editing, done. Like, it's the world's best job.
Oh.
Like, I want to be an influencer so bad.
I might get on the peptides and just juice right up so I can be an influencer.
Let's get on the peppies.
Maybe we could be peppy influencers and we can like sell peptides.
I'd be the best influencer ever.
Oh.
Imagine us at the events.
Oh,
sorry, leave us alone. We're just doing peppies in the corner.
Sorry, we're just
you guys can't do drugs here. They're peptides.
They're not. This is good needles. These are good needles.
That's like one thing. You walk down the streets now and like I see a needle on the ground. I'm like, is that a good one or a bad one? You don't know anymore. You're like, I wonder if there's anything left, but it could be bad.
Could be, exactly.
So you don't do it.
Well, like you were mentioning golfing, so a lot of the influencing stuff, is it like you're using golfing equipment or you're wearing golf attire or you're helping kind of expose a venue where people play golf?
Generally, it's like golfing apparel. So more clothing based. So I'll get sent like an outfit to just shoot while I'm golfing. Super, super easy stuff. But like it all ties back to, I guess, golf. Like that's one thing I think we haven't even touched on yet is that I think that game was the next thing after surfing. And I feel like everyone at one point, you included, will golf one day.
Oh, we'll see. I don't know if I have the pay. I mean, I do like the fact that you can sit in a cart that has cold beers on it and drive around in the sunshine. I do like that.
That's fun.
But when it comes to holding the stick and swinging it, I'm not that good at it.
Yeah, but there'll become a point in time, and it just happens to every guy. In their, I guess, late 20s, you wake up and you have an epiphany, and you think to yourself, I'm gonna go play golf today, and I'm gonna get good at it, and it'll just happen. I used to give everyone so much shit for playing golf, and I'm so rattled I didn't pick it up earlier because now I'm just got this obsession with it, and it's ruining my life. Okay. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play though.
I know. Yeah. Everyone keeps saying that. I still haven't come face to face with the golfing demon yet. But I mean, a few of my mates who I thought no way would ever even think about it, have recently started playing a bit, and I'm like, oh no, my neck.
It's a calling.
It's like COVID. It's like a virus.
You will get it.
I'll get the golfing virus. Well, while we're on golfing,
Yes.
Ripit.
Yeah.
Can you so what is Ripit?
So Ripit is a golf brand that me and my buddy started. We specialize in performance grips.
Okay.
Um,
Grips for the golf club. Like
correct. Yeah.
Kind of, is it like a wrap or is it something that slides over? How does it?
Yeah. So originally, actually, like back in the day, it was a wrap. That's probably where you got a little bit of that information from. But currently, the new age kind of technology is it's like a
sleeve.
Yeah, like a cylinder, and then you kind of slide it along.
Like a condom for your stick.
Yeah, there you go.
Club.
Sorry. Yeah, which you probably have never seen one of those either, have you? Well, actually, definitely not. Seen his missus.
Extremely pregnant. No.
So it's basically, in a nutshell, like a rubber, cylinder rubber, and you kind of slide it onto the golf stick with the glue.
Okay, so there's glue. So
there's glue. Yeah.
I was wondering if you have a good swing, does it ever come flying out?
No, never.
Okay.
But yeah, the way that me and my buddy started this company, we kind of just realized, just COVID again, that the game was kind of changing. There's a lot of people starting to play, especially in the younger years and starting a little bit younger. And golf is such a fucking boring sport when it comes to like showing any kind of flair, whether that's, style, which is where Malbon kind of came in. I don't know if you know about that brand, but there's a couple of new golf brands that are kind of bringing in that 80s, 90s style back in with a little bit of flair.
Yeah.
It used to be so boring, and golf grips was one of those things that were like, holy shit, they're all black and there's nothing going on.
Right.
So we started designing really cool, extravagant, fun
colors.
Grips.
Like colorfuls.
Yeah, really cool colors and like designs, and we've come up with a couple of amazing grip designs that are so well equipped for performance, and they're one of a kind as well. So we've gone all of these different categories and ticked all the boxes, and we've created this really cool, amazing, fun brand for not only like younger people but for old generations as well. And we've been running that for about 6 years now, which has been one of the funnest things that I've done, especially in like the investment world. So it's makes me play more, makes my business kind of play more.
Yeah.
Kind of brings home back to me a little bit as well. I've always like talking to the boys back home and about new grips and new shoot ideas and stuff like that too. So
yeah,
super, super fun little experiment that we're working on.
And is it something that's quite a successful business? Is it taking off? Are people like catching the bug and being like, wow, I can modify my golf club and make it look cool, not boring and daggy? Yeah,
it's surprisingly blowing up. And it's such a it's so funny because the way, I don't know, you obviously don't play golf, but the traditional way that you go and get a new grip is you go to a golf store with your sticks and you go up to the store front and there's like there's 50,000 black grips to choose from.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That one.
I'll take the black one, please.
Yeah, I'll take the black one.
Yeah.
Give it to the guy and he either come back tomorrow or whatever, and I'll have them all re-gripped for you.
Yeah.
So that's the traditional way of getting re-gripped. And we haven't got a single retail store. We've got a couple of little ones here and there, but not really any big retail stores at all. So the fact that people are ordering grips 2 days to get them to you, then you got to take them in store, and then you got to wait 2 days or whatever.
You can't do it yourself?
You can.
But it's tricky.
It's just a bit tricky. You kind of got to have a little bit of equipment ready, and you've got to know what you're doing, and you also can get it quite messy.
Yeah.
And the numbers that we're doing, I don't even know if I should. I don't know if he'd be stoked me telling you the numbers, but it's fucking psycho.
Sick.
And so we just hired our first full-time head of retail, and he's kind of hitting the road right now throughout like North America and Australia, and we're starting to get some pretty big retail stores as well. So it is. Yeah, people are catching on for sure, and it's super exciting.
Is it made in America?
So designed in Australia, and all the rubber is from China.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so is it an Australian business?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from Oz, yeah.
Okay, so is your partner Australian too?
He is, yeah. He is the owner of UGG since 1975. So
UGG, the Uggies.
Yeah.
The shoes, fluffy shoes.
Yeah, exactly. So his name's Todd Watts, and his parents started UGG since 1975, and they sold it actually to someone, and he rebought the company back, and he's just doing so well. Him and his wife have kind of reimagined the brand and brought it to a modern kind of art form right now, and it's doing really, really well. So he's a really busy man. He's got 2 kids as well, and he's super gifted dude, and so is she, and they're absolutely crushing it.
Wow.
So yeah, he's just as he's a big busy boy.
He sounds like a busy man. I love how like throughout this chat you've dumbed down the golfing and you've come onto my level and called him sticks.
You know the metal things?
So you take your sticks in. Ever since I've said it, you've jumped on the bandwagon with you. I'm like, thanks.
It's pretty good like that, actually.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, okay. So that's we've kind of gone into 2 of your.
I don't
know, maybe get your jumper and give it a bit of a how's it going?
Got a bit of a like snotty nose from that flight, you know?
Yeah.
Probably COVID again.
Yeah, man. No, what is it? Bird flu now? Yeah, apparently there's bird flu coming.
Squawkers.
Yeah, great. So we've talked about your photography. We've talked about Ripit. Now let's talk about when we sat down before. You made me a delicious cup here.
Yeah, how you feeling after that anyway?
I'm feeling not jittery.
Not jittery?
And I've already had a coffee too.
Electric?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you look good.
I'm feeling awake.
You look young.
Does it happen that quick?
It's pretty fast moving.
Instant cup of longevity.
Yeah.
Is that the slogan? Longevity coffee?
Look, there's a few different slogans. We have a longevity coffee in front of us.
Yes.
So this is the new project that we've been working on for it's been a project we've been working on for about 2 years, me and my partner Stefan.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally launched 4 months ago. So we've been working on a new formulation of coffee.
Instant sachet coffee,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Not like
so
you don't put it in a machine or anything.
No, it's an instant coffee. So the way that it kind of came about was Pixie was making coffees every single morning. We're using like the normal pod machine like everyone else does. And she was kind of just adding collagen and adding all of these different like supplements inside her coffee. And it kind of just a little bit of a light bulb moment. We're like, oh my God, imagine, a formulation where you had everything you kind of needed in the morning in one routine as well. So that's one thing that we've kind of is learnt as well is you probably know as well, right? So you go into your cupboard and there's probably, 10 bottles of supplements maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
Pills of this.
And you probably crush that routine for about a week or 2.
Yeah.
And now they're half empty and probably completely gone off.
Yep.
Right.
So
that's everyone's in the same boat. I used to buy pills like every single month, and I'm going to get onto it. And I just forget, and I forgot to do it. So this is a way of remembering everything that you need for longevity and performance, all in one cup of coffee.
And every day you're having your cup of coffee, aren't you?
Every day you have a cup of coffee, and it's like super simple, right? So you just got one sachet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just ready to go. Pour hot water or hot milk into it,
mm-hmm.
and then you're ready to go. You've got everything you need for your longevity day, and energy focus, gut health. Everything's kind of included in that one sachet. So that's the new project that we're working on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's also going to be coming in matcha form, and we've got a bunch of other formulations that are going to be coming out for all different things.
Right.
Yeah.
What's inside the sachet?
So this current formulation that we have has NAD, collagen, antioxidants. So I don't know if you know much about NAD+.
I did a little bit of research just so I wouldn't sound like a complete dummy.
Yep.
It is what do they call it? The Fountain of Youth supplement?
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah. Well, there's
supplement? No.
I'm in the same boat as you. I was about a year ago just learning all about this stuff, and I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. So from when I first started working out about all of these formulations and working with our food scientists, I was like, oh my God, how am I ever going to get my head around this? And the best way that it got explained to me, and it always resonates really well, is like the way NAD is, pretend that you're like a motor vehicle, right? You're born, let's say, like the way that you're looking right now, put like a brand new Honda Civic.
looking like an e-bike.
You're looking gorgeous, right? You're born with this beautiful vehicle, right? And it's got a full tank of fuel.
Yep.
We get older, gets damaged, fuel's running out. And you're
Mm.
never able to refill that tank. It's always lowering and lowering and lowering.
Yeah.
And NAD, the way that they've created this supplement, is for the first time ever we're able to refuel that tank.
Yeah.
So the way that you lose NAD throughout your body is through inflammation. So it's such a hard thing to determine what's inflaming you, because it could be the gym, it could be surfing, it could be an injury that you've got, it could be drinking. Everything, well, not everything, but a lot of things in our life causes inflammation. Everyone's full of inflammation. So NAD attacks that inflammation.
Right.
And once it's attacked something, it's gone. So with ViVi, we've able to formulate our coffee blend to have NAD precursors inside, which is a building block of NAD, which goes through your body and basically, helps you perform better, sleep better, focus better. So we're increasing your NAD levels for the first time, I guess, if you've never done it before.
So is NAD something that your body produces? So you have to give it precursors, like you said, to then allow your body to produce that? Or is it something that is NAD the actual thing that's in the coffee and you drink that and then it goes and attacks the inflammation?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So NAD, you're born with 100% of it.
Okay.
And it's never been able to refill again.
Yeah.
Until recently.
Yeah.
So what that does, it doesn't refill the tank, but it goes and disperses to all your inflammation within minutes of drinking it.
Okay.
So instead of attacking your current, say, fuel tank of NAD, it's able to stabilize, and this is attacking all of that.
And this does that instead of draining your levels.
Yep. Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. This is why I did some research. Questions like this. Yeah. And so then let's have another look here. Right. So,
what do you think about the taste though? Because
scrumptious.
It's pretty yum, right?
And when you had the release party, that would have been 4 months ago, right? Was that?
Yep. Yeah, it was in Jan.
With Rivian?
Rivian, yep. Partnered with Rivian, yeah.
Yep. Rivian is the electric car company, right?
You're correct.
Yep. So, when we went there, I was a little hungover and I had a coffee here, an instant coffee, and I was all shaky and jittery.
Yep.
And then I came and I thought, well, crap, I'm at a coffee launch party. I got to have one. And the first thing I saw, I was helping stick up the sign that had all the stuff that was inside it. And it said non-jittery. And I'm like, right, I'm going to put this to the test because I'm already jittery. And I drank the cup of coffee and my jitters went away.
Yep.
So I guess how does that happen?
So the reason that you got the jitters is basically because you've come up from having a caffeine high and then you're having a crash.
And that's why you jitter.
That's why you jitter, especially if it's a high caffeinated drink. So this is on the low to medium caffeinated drinks. You have 55 milligrams of caffeine in there. So it's just a really, really steady high and a really, really like mellow decrease of caffeine. So it can happen to do with the bean. It can happen to do with your current social anxiety, something like that. Maybe being in something like an event as well, hungover. Sometimes I thrive in those situations, and sometimes I'm like, holy shit, this is wigging out. But yeah, the bean that we use, super mellow, beautiful Mexican bean, and it's freeze dried and sent straight to our lab.
Where's the lab?
It's in San Diego. Yeah. And so. Yeah, there's so many different ways of kind of getting super jittery, and I understand why that was probably happening to you on that day. But yeah, this is just like a really beautiful bean, super low caffeinated bean, and with all the NAD formulation, collagen, antioxidants, and also rutin in there. What
was the last one?
Rutin. It's like a root. It's a formulation that basically helps spread that NAD throughout your body naturally. So instead of kind of just attacking one spot, it's kind of like
it helps disperse.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. And so the ideas come along because Pixie's making her coffees every day. There's a spread of tablets and bottles and shit all over the bench. And you've gone, let's try and compile as much as what I can see here into that cup. What is the process of doing that? Like you said, it's taken 2 years. Yeah, is this fucking... It sounded... When I've spoken about it before, it sounded like so much like trial and error and back and forth and this and that.
Yep.
Take us on a quick,
Bro,
I guess, short version of that journey.
Did you see me get... I had to like fucking readjust.
Not this again.
I'm like, oh my God. Actually, like got all arms started going dead. Thinking about this process, and it's an ongoing process. Just so you know, like it doesn't end, and I don't think it ever will end until we get an exit. But so we thought of the idea, and then it kind of became, all right, let's find the right bean first, right?
Yep.
So then you have to find the right bean. So we went to all of these, I guess, wholesalers, try and find a bean, and then we finally found the bean, right? And then we were like, okay, what formulation do we want to get? So we started doing it at home and working out, like, using ChatGPT, and realizing that wasn't really the most
reliable.
Yeah, because ChatGPT, as you know, always agrees with everything you say.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah, 100%.
You're like, am I cute? It's like, yeah, you're cute.
Yeah, you're cute.
Like, okay, am I cutest?
Am I as strong and hot as I could possibly be? Yes. Okay, well, sweet.
Good to go. Thanks, man.
Thanks.
All right, check out.
He is nice. I told you that. That's why I like him.
I love him.
Yeah.
So then we realized pretty quickly that we're going to need a head of science, a head of food and bev.
Yeah.
And so we started going through all of what we wanted out of the coffee, right? So, like, we don't want to put every single thing into a cup of coffee because things kind of exit each other out.
Okay.
We wanted to kind of have a formulation that really was a longevity forward based. So people, daily lives just getting better and better every day you drink it. That's kind of, that's our bread and butter. That's our way of thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, once we got ahead of science, came up with this formulation, and we realized that the formulation didn't taste good with the bean. So back to square one.
New bean?
New bean.
Okay.
So the bean didn't take well to the formulation. And then you've also got things like heat stabilization. Like, are things, active formulations going to dissolve and be useless down to, 0% with certain heat? Milk, sugar, everything combines and creates different molecules and binds together and doesn't go through the body well if it's, it has this ingredient and that ingredient. And it was almost a year, dude, of like every week, new formulation. Okay, we love the taste. Send it to the lab. Does it work? No. Fuck. Back to the lab. Back to the lab. Back to the lab. Back to the lab. Having 50 coffees a day, drinking like, I'd be like drinking a cup of coffee, going, yep, cool. Sip of sparkling water, spit it out, another coffee. And I was doing this, man, for like months and months and months. And then we finally came to this product here. And yeah, obviously it's gone through the ringer of all the tests. Does it work? Is it heat sensitive? Does it work with sugar? All of these different kind of categories, and they've all been ticked, and it tastes amazing. And the one thing that I would say, obviously taste is important because you want people to want to drink it. And that's one of the things that we kind of, like, if everyone kind of thinks that at night time, like, can't wait for my fucking coffee.
Can't wait for your coffee.
Right. So that was one of the things I need it to taste good. But at the forefront, I need it to make people feel good.
You need,
and that was the big one for me. I'm like, if you go and eat a tablet in the cupboard right now and you chew it up, it's going to taste like shit.
Doesn't taste good.
Exactly. So we've found a formulation that tastes good, and I guarantee within a week, I want you to call me and I want you to tell me how you feel, because
is this for me?
This is yours.
This box is mine.
This is a hilarious story. My co-owner went to Europe, didn't leave me a key to the factory. So I had to order that for you on Amazon.
So you had to buy your own product to give to me.
So yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that's on the house, that one. But yeah, I want you to call me in a week and let me know how you feel, because my mum called me the other day, and she's in Australia. It's not available in Australia.
It's that effective. Like, it happens that quick. She's
been on it for a month, and it doesn't make you lose weight, but she's lost like 5 kilos in the month. And she said, I've never felt more motivated. I've never slept better. I've never felt so alive before while drinking this. Can you please send me some more? I'm obviously going to send her as much as I can. So I sent her a whole bunch of, she's been off it for 5 days. She's like, I could just need it. Like, I've lost the motivation. I've lost like this will to continue working out and being 100. She feels 100%. And like, I looked at her the other day and went to Australia, and she looks incredible.
Wow.
And I'm not just barking up my own tree. I'm so proud of this product.
I just, from the times I've had it, like the taste in my mouth and like just energy. If I was to have another, just one of those cold brews right now, I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, you'd be wide.
Yeah. And it like does my lid in, and that balanced me out and made me, like, took away my hangover that first time. And now I was already a little bit zinging from that first one, and already now it's just like,
Yeah. Do you feel switched on to a little bit? Like it just,
yeah.
yeah, it's great. Yeah, the longer you use it, the better you feel. And yeah, man, it's like, yeah, this is one of the things I'm so proud of to be a part of. And yeah, it's been a pain in the ass to get it to this point, but if you want kind of something to be perfect and work the way it does, I guess it takes time.
So you are like a wellness dealer.
Yeah, I'm a smuggler. Yeah.
Wow. So you're like a modern day drug dealer. Like, forget all the hard, bad drugs. You deal something that people can get addicted to feel good in a whole different way.
Yeah, legalized.
You're a
wellness.
legalized wellness dealer.
Coming to your lab.
Wow.
But allergic to Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Like, is there anything you put in there to like take away Wi-Fi allergies?
Yeah, there's got no Wi-Fi in it.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nah.
Oh, thank
Completely
God, everything's
took it
got
away.
Wi-Fi in
Yeah,
it.
it's smoke signals only.
Wow.
What I should have done, we're in a couple of cafes and we've just been working out the different like drinks to kind of bring to the cafes. We should have done that here. Should have done our own recipe. That would have been hilarious.
Wow.
Damn it. Next time I'll come back.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. What, made up our own mess recipe? You reckon, is there any way we could put a bit of, I know it's about wellness, but could we throw a bit of Bacardi or something in there?
Yeah, well, that's so we
Or
do.
does that cancel out?
Well, you know what, mate? So listen to this. This is pretty cool. So we've done a couple of events and we're in a bar and we do an espresso martini. So an NAD espresso martini, which is therefore called a Nadini.
Wow.
So maybe it would cause a little bit of inflammation from either your tequila or your vodka that you've chosen.
Yep.
But you're definitely going to get a little bit better of a kick from that NAD coffee that you've been using. Yeah.
Maybe this is
This is the
transition for me.
We've reeled him in.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So that's the bridge between wellness and funness.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. So you found the miracle, mate.
I found it. I'm so happy. So this is another thing. I remember at the release party, you were talking to someone and you said that there was challenges. You've got the heat factor. You've got the taste factor. Now, you said that you had everything, you thought you had it down to a fine tea, but at the bottom of your cup, you get a layer of sediment.
Yep.
So like, how do you, like, is this just literally each week back and forth trial and testing? Is this how you like counteract that, or do you add an extra something to it to make the sediment not?
Yeah. So we've actually, that was the original formula and we've changed formulas and we'll continue to change formulas. Like every single company that, is either a rival or a competition to us, change formulas all the time. So that's something we're always working on. The guy that we work with, our food scientist, is a freaking miracle worker. And you can take things in and take things out. The sediment thing wasn't a huge deal for us because it was tasteless. You just get a little bit of that, like, grindy bit at the end, but a lot of like, you got to do something like AG1 or
zero sediment.
There we go. A little bit of mine, a tiny bit, but it's just,
that's just
what happens.
That's just coffee.
If you have coffee, you got sediment.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, on that last sip, you never got anything bad. It was just like a little bit of a visual thing that we kind of were working with. That was the Rudin. So that was like the thing that, on this new formulation, because we've actually sold out of this. The batch is done and we've got a new formulation coming out, which is really exciting.
Wow.
So we've added a couple of more amazing benefits to it, which, just obviously ChatGPT is not going to do that.
No.
Working with the right people are going to do that. So the new formulation coming out with matcha and this coffee blend is going to be even better. And I can't wait to try that because I think that'll be probably most likely the end result.
Is it going to make you feel better? Is it going to taste better? Is everything just slightly better, or is the taste, and is there like a ViVi product that is consistent and then you change some variables around the outside, or is it just the new formula is just new and improved and better?
New and improved. So science is always changing. Information's always coming through and we're always working with the best of the best. So there's another precursor called NMN, and that's the new precursor that we'll be working with. It just works better with the body and dissolves better throughout the body and equalizes the body better. We're going to be using MCT oil as well. So that's kind of more of a brain function, helps with brain fog, things like that. And also it's a fat, so it extends all of the active ingredients throughout your body again as well. And there's a few other little things here and there that we're still tweaking out. But the next one, will be the wellness blend, and it'll probably be the nail on the coffin. It'll be done, and that'll become in the Marcher. But there's also a few different formulations as well that we're going to be working on, like say, for instance, like a men's blend, something that's going to help with testosterone, hair. Women's blend, again, and then also something for one of the things that we're working on right now, which is really exciting, is a prenatal blend. So as you know, pretty close to what you're going through right now.
Yes.
Girls, women that are pregnant are very limited to their morning routine. So we're currently making a formulation to, not only include women that are pregnant, get their routine back and include them in the cafe scene again. But yeah, really helping out the baby and the mum as well. Yeah.
That's a really good idea, because from what I am experiencing now, every day there's like, have this drink, have this tablet, have you had this. There's like 15 things that she's got to remember at different periods throughout the day to help the baby. Whereas same thing as that wellness, like when you are on a wellness path and you are taking these supplements, well, you have this and that takes out probably a good 2/3 at least of the tablets you got to take.
Exactly. Right.
And the same with pregnancy. It's the same thing. Like there's so many things that you can take. That's kind of cancelling that out. And it's bringing it into your morning ritual rather than having it to be a process. It's all just one thing in one cup.
Exactly. Right.
Very good.
Yeah, make it into a delicious morning brew in the morning with all of the things that you can kind of have that's going to help mum and bub. So yeah,
sick.
That's kind of the path of ViVi right now, is using morning routine as a vessel to get all those amazing things into your body.
Sick. Very good.
Very good.
Is this going to be available in Australia?
So the thing about the Australian market is just so many hurdles. Like it costs a lot of money to go through the Australian testing, and the market is so small that we did the numbers, about 200 grand to go through all of the Australian like regulations.
It's annoying.
It would make sense once we're a bit more established.
Yeah.
It's not a no, it's just not a right now.
Because surely the Australian population has to have the highest per capita percentage of people that drink instant coffee.
Yeah, it's a huge market.
Like everyone drinks instant.
Australia and the UK is huge, and it's starting to become really big here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a big reason I say that is so many people are tradies. Like Australia, obviously, like, I won't go into a percentage or anything, so I don't know. But for example, in my group, every single one of my friends is a tradie. And I know that a lot of them probably, if they had a decent instant coffee and didn't have to get up an extra 20 minutes early to make themselves one in a machine, they'd probably be smacking that.
No, I agree. And that's something we're definitely aiming for. That in the UK is going to be, I think, huge market for us, especially like as travelers as well, right? So like, imagine getting up for the early and being able to have like an NAD collagen, blend.
Get a zing.
Get a zing.
And feel amazing before you go for
Take it to Indo, take it to, Hawaii, take it to anywhere you want, and you're going to just have all your supplements all ready to go. Cool. Don't have to pack any of that shit.
Well, if I didn't bring any of my supplements with me because I just didn't have room to take 15 bottles and it would have looked sus. So I could just stick that in my board bag and it'd be sorted.
Done. You got your coffee and all your supplements that you need.
Yep. And inflammation and collagen. Collagen is something that I'm obviously taking because it's trying to encourage my cartilage growth since my knee up. And this NAD plus targeting inflammation, well, that's directly what I'm trying to control and maintain at the moment after knee up. So that right there would be enough for me to just throw in my board bag and I wouldn't have to bring all the bottles of crap with me.
Exactly, dude.
Good job.
Cheers.
All right. So I've got a couple of like curveballs here.
Sick.
Just
got a phone call coming.
I got a couple of curveballs that I didn't even mention that I was going to talk about just to see
how I'd react.
So acting. Is it true you did a bit of acting?
Yeah, that was definitely an avenue I tried to go down a few times. I did like some acting classes and got an agent and all that kind of stuff, and I tried out for NIDA and I did a bunch of like I tried a lot of as I said, I was pretty lost, man.
Yeah.
So I tried everything under the sun to see what I liked. But I ended up not really nailing any acting roles. Got a couple of extra roles here and there, but I got into one really cool gig, which was like being a stuntman. And it was for, it wasn't really stunts, but it was for this kids' TV show called Lightning Point. I don't know if you remember. It only lasted about 2 years, but I was it was about these kids that were kind of aliens, whatever, and they surfed, and it was the best job ever. It was like $850 a day,
Wow.
3-month gig, surfing every single day,
To surf.
and I would be one character with one wig on, and I'd be surfing, and I'd get the ski out, I'd have this whole beach break to myself.
What?
Get another one. They'd tell me like on the microphone, you need to fall on this one. Oh, okay, and then I'd put another wig on and be another surfer.
What the
So
hell?
I just surfed, dude. I surfed for like, I guess in total for over the 2 years, like 6 months straight on these like sick little boards and just like getting paid so much fucking money for
Oh
doing
my
just
gosh.
surfing. I was like, oh my God, I'm finally a
I'm a
professional
pro
surfer.
surfer. You got there.
It always happens in mysterious ways.
You got there, didn't
Yeah.
you?
So that was, I don't know. Yeah, I've definitely tried acting. I think I just got nervous, pretty shit at it, to be honest. But not no, like, you know, I always think about these things like being here, like what could you do? Like, you know what I mean? You can kind of be anything. And you hear about all these stories, right? Of people just like getting found on the street or like doing whatever. Like, you know, they're probably more like good looking dudes that get that kind of shit. But
Yeah.
like I should be doing just everything, you
I
know?
mean, you are, right?
I am trying.
You're taking photos, you're influencing, you're making golf grips, you're making coffee that has everything to keep you alive in it.
Yeah.
That's sort of everything.
I should try acting again.
I reckon.
I need more things to do.
Oh, I bet you do. This is a completely
So
random,
stressed.
completely random side note, but you just said like it's funny how things work in mysterious ways. Well, I like talking heaps of shit, and now
Look at you.
I get to do it.
See?
As not a career yet. If anyone wants to help it become a career, that'd be great.
Yep.
But as something that I guess is hopefully going to be a career.
There you go. See,
you
it's
go.
taken that plunge.
I could potentially become a pro shit talker.
You could. This is the thing though. Like, how's it going to work out? Because you could be like, okay, I'm going to be a podcaster, and all of a sudden you work for NASA or something weird like that because they need to hear some weird voice. I don't know. Because things work in mysterious ways.
Because they need a strong, loud voice to talk to the astronauts.
Yeah, and work out why they don't want to come back.
Yes, please. Have you stepped out of the shuttle?
Who knows where it's going to go, mate? Might be a professional bender. It'd be fun.
Wow, I'd probably be pretty good at that, except for the weeks after. I'd have to have like 2-week shifts, like 2 on 2 off.
Yeah, that's my problem. Is I have so much fun, and then
2 on 2
I
off.
have so much not fun.
Yes, you always tend to have fun right before I get here, and then the not fun happens when I arrive.
Yeah, but we're having fun now.
We are having fun. We're having sober fun and wellness.
Dude, you never look younger.
I never thought this would be a thing, me sitting here sober and still feeling good.
It's 8 a.m.
So,
Fuck, I'm sweating.
it is pretty warm in here.
It's hot, dude. Is this anything working?
The sun just came out. Things work. Oh, you just straight. You take that shirt off. That's fine.
Oh, no, I didn't wear a shirt.
You're crazy. I mean, we could open windows, but we might get the local riffraff.
Do you have a shirt here?
Yeah. Go grab a shirt. It's hanging in that rack. There's all kinds of shirts. There's a Still Noise one. Put that on. White. A white Still Noise shirt. This podcast is brought to you by Looply. Looply is a web development company based in Wollongong, specialised in helping trades and service-based businesses scale. They do crazy websites, back-end sales systems, and can help you get more customers from Google. If you need help or want to speak with a company that knows how to create trust and attention online, use the link in the show description and don't forget to mention Still Noise Podcast to access exclusive discounts and offers. That's Looply, Loopli. Now back to the show. Oh, it fits.
Wait till your girlfriend finds out I'm giving you free promo. She's going to drop me.
Yeah, she's going to be so... She's like,
Pay for that.
yes, that is not how...
Oh, so how does this look, man?
Yeah,
I'm killing it.
that's mad. All right, back to acting. I've done a little bit of digging. In-Betweeners movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a bit of extra work there. Do you know that story?
No.
Oh.
I'd like to. Please.
Okay. So as I was in my acting career, they'd say acting era here in LA.
Was it here?
No, it wasn't. It was in Australia, and I had an agent, and he's like, "I got your gig. It's on the In-Betweeners movie, another stunt thing." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And for some reason, the genius producers started to film everything on January 1st.
Wow.
So I'm in Byron.
I kind of know where this is going to go. But yep.
New Year's Eve, and I wrap up at about 5 a.m.
Yep.
and I haven't slept, and I drive to set,
Mm.
and I still don't know what I'm doing yet. And I get to set, and I'm fucking absolutely fried.
Wow.
Just bung-eyed,
Oh,
23, 24 years old, just an absolute
after a New Year's.
alien.
Yeah.
Still feeling good though, like pretty optimistic, making friends.
Yep.
And then I find out that I'm in this fight scene, and I am getting bashed. And I don't know if you've ever been on a movie scene before. It's not one take, it's not 20 takes, it's a whole day of takes.
Oh.
So for 8 hours, I got bashed for 8 hours on the beach, and I'm not even like, you can see even in the opening credits, and you can see me like for maybe a second. I'm like, surely
Maybe I have seen this.
dude, it was one of the roughest days of my life. I was
Wow.
losing it. But yeah.
And so, like, and is there, like, being a stuntman, there's physical contact, like, actually getting
Yeah,
smacked?
you're not supposed to, but yeah, there was some rogue little elbows and stuff, and
Yeah.
I was pretty beaten up, dude. Like, it was pretty wild.
Wow.
And like, you can imagine, coming straight from the party.
Oh, so yeah,
From the party to the bashing.
hungover, getting beaten. It's like you kind of like, or in a sense, you're getting beaten anyway because you're so hung. You kind of beat
Yeah.
yourself up, and then you're physically getting beaten. That's a bad day.
Yeah, I guess I deserved it in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. And Big Brother.
Yep. That was another acting job. So, how did you get all this information?
Yeah. Not telling. My friend Chat.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
So that was another acting job. Basically, the Big Brother house was filming,
Mm-hmm.
and part of to fuck with that house, they made up a fake house, and the Australia was judging on the fake house and their house to see who was going to be staying on live television.
Right.
And it was just basically me and like a bunch of actors, extras, whatever you want to call us, just being in the Big Brother house, a fake Big Brother house for like 5 days.
Wow.
And they would just set up scenarios and stuff like that. And yeah, you would just do weird, like, they'd be like, okay, I need you to fight with her.
Right.
And then you'd have like pretend
Fuck
argument.
yeah.
And then
Wow.
the real house would watch us in the TVs in the house and be like, oh my God, like,
Wow.
they're the biggest losers. We're definitely going to win.
Wow. What the heck?
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, man, that kind of, trying to do anything in that kind of industry is tough.
Yeah.
You got to do a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
Unless you're like really
Good.
hot or
Right.
good. Most
Mm.
likely hot these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of get away with anything if you're really hot.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I wouldn't know, but
Yeah. Oh, well, neither, but I see it every day.
yeah, you'd definitely see it.
Fucking hell.
So like we've gone through a fair few jobs here. How long is this list? Like, what else? What other jobs?
God, there's so many jobs.
I kind of like.
I
these
worked
jobs.
as a plasterer at Dave Ciano, DC.
Right.
I worked on the as a road excavator like situation where you basically find live wires under the ground and you locate them and you dig them up using a suction valve and find power and stuff
like the suction
that.
truck.
Yeah, exactly.
And the gurney.
Exactly. That was the worst job ever. Nights.
Whoa.
Worked as a barista, worked in the bar industry, obviously like a lot of extra work, acting, stuff like that. Surfing, kind of, I did get paid for it, remember? Yeah, so surfing.
Yeah. That's a job.
Oh my God. I've gone worked up north on like, in the mines, working on wharves with Mac Dog. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of right now, but there's probably a lot more.
Did you do sales?
Oh my
or
God.
something?
Dude, I did the most amazing job ever.
Go.
I was an energy auditor for the Queensland government. It was when they had a bunch of, I guess, money to send like a crew out to audit people's energy throughout the house, and they were able to get, government help for solar panels.
Yep.
And we did 1 day of training,
Mm.
and it was like 500 a house, 6 houses a day. And you'd basically just go into these people's houses and count the electrical appliances in the house and go lamp, phone, record player, and you just write it all down and put it in your laptop. You get $600,
Giant box light.
big box light, and you would just get like a bunch. You'd make a couple of grand a day. And
Wow.
that was a funny job. But we're on a bender one time with Tully.
Yeah.
We were staying at my house. My parents are away.
Yeah.
And we hadn't slept. I was like, fuck, I've got to go to a couple of houses. You want to come? He's like, 100%.
Wow.
And so I got him into the outfit. And I go, whatever you do, dude, we hadn't slept, obviously. Whatever you do not touch anything, because like you're not, you're not like supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm doing this audit. I come back, he's on like a 25-foot ladder at the top, changing a light bulb on a bender.
Wow.
Dude, I was like, get down from that fucking ladder, dude.
Oh my gosh. How do you come across a job like that?
Oh, just word of mouth. Like a bunch of my friends like, there's a scam going on right now. You want to be a part of it? I'm like, 100%.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. And then went to Europe for 6 months and spent it all.
Wow, that's sick.
Yeah.
What else was there? Sales? Did you do sales?
Part of that beforehand was sales, but I've done a few sales jobs here and there. But you'd have to kind of go in or like call people on the audit list that were like available for that government subsidy.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to like sell that part of it. But I've done a couple of sales jobs as well on the phone. But I'm not great at it, eh? But
I feel like you would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I just get a little bit I feel a little bit too pushy when it comes to sales. Like I'm more, if I get a sale, it's because I've talked to them for like 4 hours and I'll bring it up after 4 hours. But, do you want this?
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, when I first started trying out doing some sales and I was cold calling, the person would say no in the first 40 seconds and I'd chat with them for 25 minutes and hang up the phone and be like, oops.
Yeah. Right?
That was half an hour of my day and they'd already said no. And it's like, I'm not at all aiding in the business at all right now.
Dude,
yet I've just chatted to this bloke because he sounds like a mad dog.
I made 12 friends today, but no sales.
Yeah.
I think maybe the way that I would do it better now is chat first, then ask instead of ask, then chat.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Probably like some kind of law in there which probably should know.
What else? What other jobs? Oh, I did a bit of digging and there was some funny jobs that I tried to remember, but I think we've covered them.
Fuck, I wish I could remember any more.
Like obviously you did a lot of cafe work.
Yeah, heaps of cafe work, heaps of barista work.
Yeah.
I worked in the hotel industry for a really long time.
Yeah.
As a barista, but also cleaning rooms and stuff like that, which is pretty funny.
Cleaning, that's one. That's another one.
And like just going and filling up mini bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, dude, by the end of it, you'd just be like, I'll be so hungover just laying on that bed drinking those like little bottles of Jack. It's like,
just trying to straight yourself.
Fucking kill me. What am I doing with my life, man? I was going to be a pro surfer. I'm drinking Jack on a bed.
It could be way worse. It could be crawling around under a house, fixing people's leaky pipes.
Yeah, but at least like that was like, as a skill. Drinking Jack and filling up mini bars was never really a skill.
I mean, that's open to interpretation.
I'm open.
Yeah, I mean that could be a skill, depending on who you're presenting it to. I had written down here 1 million different jobs.
Research.
So I spoke to Pix a bit about this as well, but what was it like being an Australian and getting over to America and setting yourself up and visas and getting established as an American? Is your business an American business?
Yeah. So we have two. Okay. We have an American company and an Australian company.
What are the challenges with that? Obviously, there's a lot.
Yeah, dude. So moving here, basically the reason we moved here was obviously for change and just, when you're creative, you kind of just want to always be around like, different people and different locations, different models, different people in the industry that kind of can help you. And you kind of feel a bit more alive when you're constantly on the go and changing direction, changing locations.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, let's give America a go, because when we were here, we were getting so many inquiries like, holy shit, we're going to kill it. As you know, before we didn't for a while. But moving here is the fucking hardest fucking thing in the fucking world.
Is it that? It's fucked?
Yes, dude. It is a third world, first world country. You need, like, getting like, what's what's that number called again? Getting a social security number.
Hardest thing ever.
It's living here is like doing an assignment in year 12 for the whole time you're here.
For the rest of your life.
Constantly doing something. Getting a bank account, fucking awful. Getting social security, awful. Have you ever been to the DMV?
No. Pretty sure
it's hell on earth.
Maybe Talara had to go there one of these next couple of days.
It's the world's worst place. And when you're a foreigner trying to do anything, you need like 50 forms. And if you forget a form, you got to make another appointment's not for 3 months. Then all of a sudden you're not driving legally because your passport's, your license gone out of date. So it's just a constant struggle, but I'm pretty sure it's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, it seems worth it. Like, just seeing some of your work, like when Coachella's on, I always see people tagging you in like the White Fox huge billboards on your way out to the desert. You have multiple. I mean, that seems like it's worth it, right?
Well, definitely. We've been here for 7 years. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
The jobs that we get, the people that we shoot, the brands that we shoot for, our the team that we work with and we've established over those 7 years is like family. So we're unfortunately and fortunately here for a little bit longer. I do miss home so much. Like I miss being able to go surfing and not get in traffic and the water's warm and I miss being able to get and clear and I miss the golf courses and being able to walk on whenever I want and I miss my family deeply and I just am stuck here because if I go home it'll be like you kind of semi-retirement in a way.
You're kind of stomping out the dream when you feel like it's still a little bit higher to climb.
There's always going to be avenue to climb here. You're never going to stop climbing.
And
I think going home will be a little bit of like a holy shit, we're done moment, maybe. I don't know. That's what I've got in my head. I don't know if that's actually going to be true. But in my head, it's like, okay, we're done now. Like I feel irrelevant going home because I don't know if we'll get work there. I don't know if the industry's going to, if it's there anymore. Like, I don't know. I'm just assuming. But it feels sad going home because we worked so hard to get to this point. And now I've got a fucking mortgage and like if I go home to no work, I will lose the house. So it's kind of like one of those things. It's like, I don't know, it's a lot of assumptions, a lot of double guessing myself, feeling like I'm rolling the dice. Maybe I'm completely wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think living here for at least for another couple of years is definitely on the cards.
Yeah. Is there a chance that like all these things that you've created and invested and put all this time and energy into, is there a point that these dividends, say, will pay enough to be able to survive on, and all of this work and all of this effort you've put into all these fingers you've stuck in all these different pies, will they eventually pay enough that you can survive and live without having the stress of having to work too hard?
Well, that's definitely the plan.
The goal.
Right, that's the goal, that's the plan. Got a good friend of mine, Tommy Graham, who'll be listening to this, Ventura Corelord, who's embedded a couple of rules in me that I will take to the grave, and just putting your finger in a few pies and, kind of almost buying the lotto ticket to eventually be able to live a life of financial freedom. And he's taught me a few things that I've been putting into place, and that's starting businesses, investing into, stock market, things like that. And, in my dream and the way that I hope and I think will work out, I'll be able to come home hopefully a little bit earlier than I want to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the plan.
Put the feet up, move into the pad. Have you got people renting?
Yep, got people renting.
Full-time renters?
Full-time renters.
Yep.
I don't think I'll ever want to start. Like I was talking to Pix about this the other day.
Yeah.
And like, it's like I'd say to her, like, fuck, I just want a house in the woods and just like run away.
Disappear, yeah.
And then I'm like, but only for like a little bit.
Only for a couple of months. Yeah.
And then I want to come back. Yeah. So like when I think about working and like retiring and like putting the feet up and like all these dividends kind of coming, to an exit and I've got all this money or whatever it might be, I think I'll still shoot. I love it so much.
Surely,
it's such a fun thing for me and my wife to do together, and it's a bond that we'll have forever, and we definitely love creating, and I'll probably start another company. Like I just love it.
Could you like turn your vision from shooting for campaigns to each year bringing out like your best work in a hard copy book, and you start selling
Oh, I think that's such a
a fuck around?
saturated market now. Everyone's got a book.
That's true.
Everyone sells prints.
You had a swing at prints?
I had a swing at prints. Just didn't do well. Like
Really?
it was, yeah. I think the photography print market's definitely that European summer, like portrait of a hotel, where mine's more like high end, like not high end, but like, you know, fashion photography.
Hot chicks and G-strings.
Yeah, it's not really like something that a you know, stay at home mum wants on a fucking wall.
I mean, mine probably would, but like
Yours would. You got a cool chick, but a lot of them out there are probably like, why the fuck is there a half naked chick on my wall?
yeah, that is true. That is true. That's a good point.
But yeah, the goal is, you know, just keep working on things. I love building and I love new ideas, and I get so excited with a new idea, and I get so excited when I'm starting something, and that's kind of the dopamine chase of starting something new. God, we've gotten close. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, we have.
I like that.
We've leaned right in. I think before you were like hot, and we were like, there's just too much heat coming off. The transfer of heat was making us sweat.
Yeah, you kind of.
Now we're swinging in.
I'm getting real comfortable.
Do you see yourself dipping into something new? Do you see yourself trying? You know, you've got Ripit, you've got ViVi. Do you see yourself investing or creating something on a completely different spectrum to what you've already dived into?
Currently, right now, no. I am pretty pushed for limits.
Jammed up.
Yeah, pretty jammed up with everything that we're doing right now. Like with the grips, I'm working on those about 10% of my time.
Mm-hmm.
And as we build, it's probably going to need a lot more time. So as we keep building in that, and with ViVi, it's kind of, you know, the same kind of thing right now, maybe a little bit more time because I've got a bit more of an investment in it. But a lot of these things, as they take off, will start to take more time. But we're not taking any wages or anything from that. So right now, until we can take wages, I'll stick to my full-time job as a photographer.
Yeah.
And it's not like photography's dying down at all. It's still as busy as ever.
Yeah.
So my schedule right now is wake up early, try and go to the gym, get some work in, go to work, shoot, come back, work on the businesses for a couple of hours each night, cook dinner, go to bed, do it again. And that's kind of how I'm rolling right now. It's pretty hectic.
Grindy, or are you enjoying the pace?
When I'm ahead of my work, I feel amazing.
You feel amazing.
When I'm feeling a little bit behind, which is quite often, I feel very heavy and tired, and it's just more about
overwhelmed.
Bit more overwhelmed. Definitely have ADD. So I'm constantly thinking, oh, I can do better, I can do more, which is very overwhelming. But when if I have a couple of days off photography and I'm able to put a lot of work into both of those companies, I feel electric. You know, that's the really good dopamine feeling. And then, you know, when we get a phone call from the guys at Ripit saying, you know, we've got a new account, amazing. We got into a retail with ViVi, like that feeling, like the dopamine.
That's a win.
Hits. It's like, fuck, that's what you get addicted to. It's like, oh shit, this could be that lotto ticket that kind of pulls off.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hey, here's a thought.
Yo.
So this would be it'd be cool if it happened, because then I could claim it and say that I came out with the idea.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the longevity, you've got the up, you got the lift. ViVi brings you up. So you're just saying you reckon you got ADD or ADHD?
Mm-hmm.
I do, guaranteed.
Yep.
If I have a very busy, intense day, it takes me quite a bit. Unless I'm completely exhausted, it takes me a bit to wind down and shut down before I go to sleep. Have you ever considered, like, you've made a product that helps with the up and sustaining that up? Have you thought of something that helps with the wind down?
Well, the thing about ViVi is that, like, the up has such a beautiful wind down. But I haven't thought about another product for a while, because I've been so just locked into these, you know, ideas that we're working on right now. But, you know, maybe the down is the next one.
Like an evening tea.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Or like a non-caffeinated chai that helps you wind down with magnesium and melatonin, and
the magnesium decaffeinated coffee with, what's that Lemmy sleep shit got in it?
Or a hot chockey, sugar-free hot chockey that helps you wind down
with lion's mane and
Ooh.
Xanax.
There you go. So what's the next? I know you've got all kinds of things going on. What would you say the next couple years is looking like? What's the goal? What's the trajectory?
Okay, so yeah, we're very, very busy with our photography work right now. Still love it. Still, our main focus is photography. We've built this business for almost 12 years now, so just continue getting better at that. Continue working with amazing clients. Traveling the world. That's one thing we get to do as well. We get to travel the world with that job, so that's amazing. And then just kind of nibbling at all these other little projects that we've got going right now and building them up, and just kind of finding a balance between creating and for people and creating for myself. Hear that?
Hungry
fella.
Yeah, it's probably about hungry time, isn't it?
Hungry time.
Well, I guess let's wrap it with, do you have any advice for the younger Jesse? Because I feel like there's been points in this where you've almost hit like an epiphany and then you'd be like, so I'd like to say to myself, or you kind of, so what I would say to you, sort of giving it, like you've almost given out some free guru advice there. But do you have like a bit of something that you'd say to your younger self, knowing where you are now and what you were aspiring to be when you were younger?
I don't want to sound like too cliche or anything like that, because this is probably
cliche is probably good.
Yeah, cliche. I'd just say like just don't worry as much. Like everything's kind of going to pan out the way it pans out, and don't be so hard. I've always been pretty hard on myself when it comes to like learning, and just I don't get things as quick as most people, and I feel like I just wish that I was not as hard on myself, and because I feel like I'm in a place right now where I'm very happy, and I've worked really hard to get here, and I've always just been so like demanding and unsure of myself, and I wish that if I could go back in time, I would just say like, hey buddy, it's all good, just you are who you are, and just keep trying, and just relax a little bit and enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Would you say that's like a kind of stem from like a fear of failure?
Yeah, for sure.
So just don't fear failure and just hold on, clutch on for the ride, and let it roll, and it's all going to work out. It always does. It's a funny one, isn't it?
Dude, I think that the fear of failure is like such a big one.
Oh, for sure.
That's putting yourself.
That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
My biggest fear.
I think putting yourself out there, especially like on social media, and we're from small towns. Like you get talked about a lot, and like doing different things is kind of shunned upon sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but it definitely has a little bit of that tall poppy in there. And I think the fear of failure and just not being where you think you are. It affects me sometimes, like in a way where it's like pretty debilitating and makes me feel not great. But back to your question is just give yourself a break and just enjoy it, because you're not here for that long, and
exactly
try and do as many fun things as you possibly can.
Sweet. Very good. It's just quickly before we go, just coming back to that. It's funny coming from a small town, because no one can humble you like a group of small town surf community friends.
No.
They like, if you need to come back down to earth, they can find a way very quickly to just snap you back into line. You got your head kind of jammed up your butt, they'll come and yank it out for you.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
For sure.
It's definitely a blessing and a curse. Because sometimes you just like, fuck off, dude. Like
sometimes you're like,
I'm giving it a crack.
Yeah.
Like, good on you. I don't know. Yeah, I have a bit of a, I don't know,
a love-hate with that as well.
Well, love-hate are just like, like it's always in the back of your mind, like, fuck, am I Kirk? Like, am I...
the boys going to rinse me for this when we're at the pub?
Am I a loser? Like, am I like going to fail and just everyone laughs at me? But then I'm also like, if I win, this would be sick.
Yeah, and then they're all like, oh, damn, we just like give him grief about that.
Cash?
Yeah. Yeah, bro, you reckon you could do that, shout the next round with bro?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, you definitely, I think you do need some humbling sometimes, and I feel like you definitely need some pickup sometimes, and sometimes you don't get one without the other.
Yeah, exactly. That's what friends are for.
Yep.
They pick you up, but when they think you're up too high, they'll give you a bit of a level out too.
Schmack.
All right, Jess. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
That was fun, dude.
It was.
Yeah. How did I go?
Good. I think you did great.
Thanks. I felt good.
Yeah.
Very calm.
I felt very good and calm. I think that's because of that delicious coffee I had.
Available on Amazon.
You heard it right here. All right, bye.
Love ya.
Love you, mate.
That was sick.
See you, everyone.
See you guys.